Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment and Ween. So far I've ranked God Ween Satan, their second album, The Pod, Pure Guava, Chocolate and Cheese, 12 Golden Country Greats, The Mollusk, White Pepper, and today's video is going to be, of course, Quebec. And so then all I have left for, their studio albums is La Cucaracha right here. But I might also, I don't know if I'll include it in the ranking, but I also will do a review of Shinola Volume 1, which was kindly sent to me by Pow, who also sent me other Ween CDs and a couple of Ween t-shirts. And I also have God Ween Satan live double CD, which is excellent, but that won't be part of the rankings. So with this album, I have to once again tell my history of Ween. In the 90s, 2000s, I'd heard of the band Ween, and years ago I used to create these original songs using tape loops on this website, and they did pretty well on there. But once in a while, a viewer would comment saying, "You must be a fan of Ween. This sounds like Ween," or "You should check out Ween because your some of your music sounds like Ween." Not that I'm comparing myself to Ween, but I never did. I had I don't know. I just had no interest in checking them out. But just over 2 years ago, we did a CD exchange, and Massey's Main Entertainment, Brian Massey, offered me Quebec to listen to. And so, of course, I had to listen to it. And unlike some of the other later Ween albums, like The Pod, which I hated on first listen, I was so impressed with this album that it's like, okay, I'm a fan of Ween. And I started buying, slowly buying their albums. And like I said, the next album I bought, I believe, was The Pod, which like I said, I hated on the first listen. But Quebec, I loved right away. I loved the variety of all of the songs. The very first song, well, I'm going to show you the ranking of the songs, and then I'll talk about it. So here we go. So number 15. Now I'm rating these songs out of 5, but even my least favorite song on the album is a 5 out of 5 because I still love the song. I don't see any, there's nothing wrong with it. I love the song, so I have no problem, giving it a very high rating. So 15 is Captain. So Many People in the Neighborhood at 14. Hey There, Fancy Pants at number 5. The Fucked Jam at number 5. 5 out of 5. Alcan Road, Among His Tribe at 10. Chocolate Town. It's Going to Be a Long Night, which I'm going to talk about in a second here. Zoloft, Tried and True at number 6. Number 5, Happy Colored Marbles. Number 4, The Argus. Number 3, If You Could Save Yourself, You'd Save Us All. And the top 2, with number 1 being I Don't Want It. So, yeah, the very first song I ever heard by Ween was It's Going to Be a Long Night, the first song. And it sounded like Motorhead. It sounded like a song Motorhead would do. And it was so heavy. The lead vocals are not by Gene Ween, they're by Dean Ween, who doesn't sing lead vocals as much as Gene does. And it's just a rockin' track. So right away, I was like, very surprised. and great production on the whole album. The Fucked Jam is an instrumental, which every time I listen to it, I end up laughing or at least smiling because it's very catchy, but it will end. The song will just suddenly end, and there'll be some silence. Then it starts again, right, or continues on, and the stops and starts. There's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them, and I just find it hilarious how they did that. Chocolate Town is like some of these songs are really, you could almost say commercial. They could be on the radio. Definitely Chocolate Town. Molly loves that song also. She hasn't heard too much Ween, but my girlfriend Molly loves Chocolate Town. There's some really serious songs on the album, like I Don't Want It, and If You Could Save Yourself, You'd Save Us All. So it's not all, like some of the earlier albums where it's more immature and, but fun, of course. But yeah, I don't know how I'm going to rank these albums because, as you see here, I've got a 3-way tie for first place with the Mollusk, White Pepper, and Quebec. But even, number 8, 12 Golden Country Greats, I think that's a great album. And I do love the early albums, The Pod and God Ween Satan. I love the Brown sound. But by this time, they're in a more professional studio. So the production is excellent. And, they are doing more. I guess for Ween, it would be almost easy listening. But still, there's some crazy tracks on even the later albums. And I'm really looking forward to what I think I might do is a top 20 Ween songs because they have so many great songs. So I'm going to do that after I do all of the rankings. And next up is their so far final studio album, La Cucaracha, which a lot of Ween fans, it's not their favorite Ween album. And I've only played it maybe 2 or 3 times, so I definitely need to play it a few more times before I do my review and ranking. No idea where it's going to be in the ranking, but that is it. So if you are a Ween fan and you're still watching, please make sure you leave a like and a comment below on Quebec, your thoughts on it, or any of the albums. And make sure you're subscribed. I think the last Ween video I did for, I think it was White Pepper, it only had, I think, 11 comments and just over 200 views. So it's, not the most popular series I've ever done, but I love Ween. And I hope others out there with any of these videos just get kind of, if they haven't heard Ween, maybe they get curious and say, I'm going to check out the song Chocolate Town by Ween. Or, that's one of their, like I said, more commercial songs, but commercial in a good way. Or you could check out some of their weirder things too. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.